Welcome to Mountain Bar Outdoors, Mountain Bar abroad. We're in Spain. Watch this space. Good morning one and all, welcome to a slightly sunnier Mountain Bar Outdoors. So today we've gone abroad, we're in Spain, so we are in San Pedro de Alcántara, which is about 10 kilometers west of Marbella. Still falls under the same sort of council. We're staying at the Hotel Cordido Blanco and we're off to Puerto Banús today. We're going to go and have a look around there. And apparently there's some sea turtles and stuff floating around on the beach, so we're just going to head off down to the beach and we're going to see what we can find. Let's go and have a look. So the beach we're off to then is called the Playa de Guadamina. It is literally a 10-minute walk away from the Cortijo Blanco Hotel, which is fantastic. It's not particularly sandy, it's more sort of a fine grit. But it'll do the job if you want to go and sit in the sea and chase the fish around. Spain is an absolutely beautiful country to come to. Everyone's exceptionally friendly. They're very forgiving of the British tourist, especially if you don't speak Spanish. Pretty much everyone here speaks a good standard of English, so don't be too put off if you don't know any Spanish. The guys over here know exactly what you're after. Having said that, I've tried to make the effort, the pleases and thank yous, good mornings, good evenings, all that kind of stuff. I think the locals really appreciate that, you're just making a bit of an effort. So, yeah, I try not to be the typical dickhead British tourist, and I'm trying to blend in, have a little bit of fun with the locals. And so far I'm very, very impressed. We came to Spain a couple of years ago, went to Fuengirola, stayed there for a couple of nights, and it was absolutely fine. Where we are now, so we're 10 kilometres west of Marbella. So sort of headed out towards Estepona and then Gibraltar, the opposite direction. Then we got to go back that way to go to Malaga Airport to get home. So the time is just gone 8. We're expecting temperatures of about 24 degrees today. It was windy yesterday. It was hot, but it was windy, so it kind of took the edge off, and I sunburnt myself quite badly on my feet. That's why I'm wearing shoes today. I absolutely toasted my feet. That's surprisingly painful if you've ever managed to do that. So yeah, as I said earlier, we're heading off to Puerto Banús. Apparently that's where all the money is. Hopefully going to see some posh sports cars, some expensive yachts, maybe pay a small fortune for a cup of coffee, I don't know. So the hotel, the Cortijo Blanco, is all-inclusive. So Carla booked this one up. We went Mahusive with the all-inclusive. Everything is paid for. They've got San Miguel on tap, and they serve it in half pints. You can take 2 at a time. So yeah, I think I've drunk my fair share since we've been here. Carla's had a couple. They do cocktails, tequila sunrises. I'm having quite a bit of tequila sunrise. Yeah, so I'm surprised I could stand up straight this morning. But it's free. I think most of the people that are visiting the hotel are sort of older, sort of French, German. We got some British people as well. But I think they're taking it a bit steadier at the bar than I am. But if it's paid for, it's paid for. You should see some of the flowers coming down the streets. Absolutely stunning colours. We've got some lovely pinks and reds. Some of this stuff would be quite difficult, I should imagine, to grow in the UK without the right conditions. So we're just going to cut the camera now. Once we hit the beach, we'll see if we can find anything interesting for you. So here we are at the beach, full of palm trees. So off in that direction is Gibraltar. Where we're going, headed off down this way, is Puerto Banús. You see the beach isn't particularly beachy, it's quite sort of a gritty sort of texture to it. So yeah, apparently if we head down towards Puerto Banús, we're going to find some sea turtles. We were chatting to a couple of people yesterday and they seem to think that there are sea turtles doing around, so hopefully we'll see a couple of those. I'd really like to see that. So yeah, if you want to come down to the beach for the day, lovely. It is 8:10 in the morning. It's a little bit windy. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, really pleased that we came to Spain. again. It's one of those places that you could come back to pretty much every year if you wanted to. The weather's nice, the locals are exceptionally friendly, and if you go all inclusive, I think without paying for the safe in the room, I think we've probably spent about 20 euros in about 2 or 3 days. So like so the drinks are free, the food is absolutely excellent. It's like a buffet thing, all you can eat. So you can have 3 solid meals a day, plus all your drinks, and it doesn't cost you any extra. So there's a lot to be said for going all inclusive. So we're going to head off down the beach, and yeah, we'll see what we can find. So see you in a little bit. So we did find some turtles in the end. You should just be able to see them just down there on that rock. 3 of them there, and there's another bigger one just on that piece of concrete sunk into the water there. And also we've got some ducks as well. I did see some fish. There you go. There's a small shoal of fish just over there in the distance. It's probably about 20 odd little fish floating around as well. I don't know what they are, but yeah, we found the turtles. We're happy. We are over on Mistral Beach, which is a little bit further along, which I think looks infinitely better than the beach we walked onto earlier, because we've actually got some sand on this. So if you want to come down for the day, bring a towel, pitch up. This will be the better one to come to, Mistral Beach, Marbella. Stunning. You can see you can walk all the way out to sort of the rocks there and poke your head in the sea if you want to. So obviously we're just going to continue on down to Porto Banús. So in terms of kit I brought with me on holiday, obviously being EU country, there's restrictions on what you can and can't carry. I believe you are allowed to carry sort of small folding knives. I, however, wasn't sure. To be perfectly honest, if you get stopped by the police in Spain and they think you're carrying a sort of weapon, then you're going to get arrested for it. And being a tourist, I can't imagine they look too favourably on that either. So I have brought the Gerber MP600 bladeless. So it's just got a pair of scissors on. It's pretty basic. It's covered most aspects of what we needed it for, to be honest. Just a very basic tool set. I brought a rucksack with me. This is the, I hate to say it, this is the Bear Grylls rucksack. It's a 20 litre thing. You've probably seen this before. Normally it's just my bug out bag for the car. But it's just a small 20 litre rucksack. I took this one mainly because they got restrictions on the plane as to what sort of size bags you can actually throw into the overhead lockers on the plane. And I didn't, some of my stuff I just didn't want to throw in the holds. You know, I'm talking like tablets, you know, electronic tablets, batteries as well. If you throw them into the hold of a plane, they're going to get cold. They're going to sort of lose some of their charge as well. So there's just a few things that I needed to take onto the plane with me. And the Bear Grylls bag, I hate to say it, is doing an admirable job, which is pretty amazing considering on the whole the rest of the Bear Grylls stuff that I've tried, and you well know I don't really get on with it. I think it's overpriced rubbish. But yeah, so far this bag's holding up quite nicely. The hat you've all seen, it's just a Laser Collection hat. It's just an Aussie bush hat. I've taken the straps off of that as well because it was digging into the top of my head. I don't use the straps anyway, I just tend to carry it. Watch, we've just got a basic G-Shock watch. I've had this one a few years. I try and avoid wearing anything expensive when you're on holiday because you never know. You go abroad, you might get robbed. People, you know, steal your stuff. Try and keep your gear out of sight. It is a very, very friendly country, but there is, you know, it's like any country. There's thefts that go on. Things do get stolen, so just be aware where you're putting your electronics, and don't go walking around advertising necessarily what you've got on your person. So we'll carry just on down, and we'll see if we can find where the money's at, all the posh sports cars and all the big yachts. So here we are then, ladies and gents, Porto Banús. See the shops have changed, it's got a lot more touristy. You can see the prices slowly creeping up. There's a load of different restaurants. You've got Lebanese, Spanish, places doing Italian, English, all sorts of stuff. So if you've got the money, Porto Banús looks like the place to be. The beaches are absolutely stunning. The sea looks fantastic. I really want to jump in that. I might jump in that a bit later on. Give Mrs. Bird a camera and I'll go and have a little float. So yeah, this is quite an affluent area. Also obviously being smack bang next to Marbella as well, being the most or one of the most popular tourist destinations in Spain on the Costa del Sol. I think we picked a good time to come out really whilst it's all quiet and you can have a good look around without getting under people's feet. So I think we're going to probably find someone to pitch up and have a coffee in a bit. Mrs. Bear's looking water. She wants the water. Mrs. Bear will have a water. I'll probably have a cup of tea or a coffee.
There's a friend's cafe.
Apparently there's a friend's cafe. There's just wall to wall palm trees. You can see some of the mountains off in the distance with the mist just sat on the top. I think if I was probably one of the locals, I'd probably consider coming up there and having a look around. So we're just going to carry on around, keep nosing, and we'll get back to you soon. Just come around the corner and we found where the money's at. Look at these yachts. It must be an absolute fortune. It's just posh cars everywhere. I've just seen a Lamborghini back there. Sort of brand new Mercedes G-Wagons. And the shops have definitely changed. We're looking at much more sort of branded products now, Super Dry and all the rest of it.
Dolce & Gabbana, Dior.
Dolce & Gabbana and Dior, yeah. Definitely out of our price range already.
Won't even be allowed in the shop looking like we do.
Probably not. Look at that mountain off in the distance though. It's cool to get on top of that. Carolina Herrera.
Nice, man.
Definitely nice if you got the money. Cool, so we're on Playa de la Portabanús, so Portabanús Beach. We've just been around the shops. They've got a central shopping centre, a mall type thing if you will. Very, very expensive. Lots of designer brands if that's what you're into. Obviously I'm not. But yeah, we're just on the beach. You can see La Victoria there, which is a 26-metre statue which was gifted in 1994 to Portabanús from the Mayor of Moscow, I believe. So that's a nice little waypoint if you're wandering around. If you can find a statue, you can pretty much find out where you need to be going to get home. So yeah, the beach is absolutely awesome. Far superior to the one in San Pedro. It is actual sand, so if you want to pitch up for the day, come down, chill out, get toasted to a crisp, then by all means do so. So yeah, this is Portabanús. Beautiful area if you want to come shopping. Everyone's really, really friendly. So think about coming down. So I'll catch you. Say again?
Don't come down till later.
Yeah, Carlos says don't come down till later. That's one slight point with the Spanish shops, and that don't tend to open until later on. So 10 o'clock, all the shops opened up. So they could start later than in the UK. One to bear in mind if you want to come down and have a look. So we'll see you in a little bit.
So welcome to Mountain Bear Outdoors, who is previously swimming in the ocean. I am insane, or he is insane. I am sane, sat on the rocks, keeping nice and warm because I'm not a lunatic. So we are down just from Portabanús Beach, and it is really busy today. It's the busiest I've seen it, but then it is a Sunday. There's some boats out there. The hotels.
Alright guys, so that quick look in the sea. Pretty. One thing to watch out for. Yesterday I nearly stepped on a sea urchin. It was on the beach, but they're all in you can find them all in rock pools. And I nearly just walked into one just now, so I'm going to stick you in the water and point them out to you. So there they are, just in there. So yeah, definitely one to watch out for. If you get one of those caught in your foot, it's going to be a trip to A&E. They're absolute agony if you step on them. So I've worn my shoes just to be on the safe side. Other than that, yeah, the floor's a little bit rocky, so you're probably going to scrape your feet a little bit. You might catch them on the rocks as well. So beach shoes, or in my case just my walking shoes, just to stop me cutting my feet and stepping on one of those bloody sea urchins. So yeah, definitely come down to the beach, have a little swim in the sea, and enjoy yourself. So it's our last day in Spain, and just to wrap up really, my thoughts and feelings about coming to Spain on holiday. It's a fantastic venue to come to. Spain, fantastic country, the locals are exceptionally friendly. The food's good, depending on where you go, it can be quite pricey. Porto Banús, for example, we paid nearly €8 for 2 small tubs of ice cream. Totally worth it, very tasty, but expensive nonetheless. The beaches, yeah, they're generally very good. Like I said earlier, stick something on your feet if you're planning on walking into the sea, you're going to cut your feet to ribbons. You know, the drinks are quite reasonably priced. One thing I have noticed walking around towns and that is zebra crossings and that, stopping seems to be optional for the cars. The vast majority will stop, but I've had several that have just literally driven straight through, so make sure those cars are slowing down or stopping before you step out into the road. Yeah, that's just one of the traits of Spanish drivers. They also drive like absolute nutcases on the road. The horn is used constantly in Spain. People just honk at each other all the time, cut each other up, stop in the road, park wherever they want, and it causes chaos. So if you're going to rent a car, bear that in mind. You can have a bit of a tough time on the roads. They're quite merciless, the drivers in Spain. Obviously the sun, it's been pretty hot, sort of 24, 28 degrees, that kind of region. It's been windy, which kind of puts you into a false sense of safety, thinking, oh, it's cool. It's not. I have burnt myself on a couple of occasions. I've burnt myself on my shoulders a little bit. But you know, it's part of the course, and if you're going to go lounging around in the sun all day, you're going to get toasted. Totally worth coming. Just to correct myself, the turtles earlier in the video I think were more like terrapins, or I don't know what they were, but they had teeth and they looked a bit snappy. As soon as I jumped down to go and have a look at it with my regular camera, a load of them scuttled off into the water, so I couldn't get a particularly good picture of them. Yeah, definitely come to Spain, enjoy yourselves. Hopefully you've enjoyed this short video. All the best from Mountain Bear Outdoors.